Thanks for tuning in to DuckBricks. I'm not DuckBricks,
I am.
but because I've bested DuckBricks in our last several games of the LEGO Ninjago trading card game, I've forced him to produce and publish this video. In it, we'll be playing one final match to determine whether the LEGO Ninjago trading card game is a fair and balanced game of skill,
It's not.
or, something else.
We've been playing the Ninjago trading card game for a total of 6 years, ever since I kinda randomly discovered it while on vacation in Europe. Now, games can really range any amount of time. Sometimes we have games that last literally 2 minutes. Other times, like the game you're watching here, took place over the span of 2 hours, and I ended the game with over 50 cards in my hand, not my deck, my hand, and Jake with 1. So how exactly did I even come across this game? Well, you see, around 2016, I was on a random cruise in Europe and I somehow stumbled upon these strange LEGO-adjacent trading cards for Ninjago, Nexo Knights, they had some for Star Wars, DC superheroes, even Jurassic World, and they were all kind of made to center around this one game. You see, at first I kind of just tossed them aside because I didn't really see a point in collecting them just for the sake of collecting. I realize I say that as a person who collects things for the sake of collecting, but you know what I mean. Until I realized that there actually was a game to this. And that game is actually pretty fun, albeit very, very broken. Since then, I have introduced the game to all of my closest friends, and it serves as a really good bonding opportunity for friends to kind of screw each other over because of how broken the game rules are. In fact, I actually introduced the game to my girlfriend on our second ever date, so in case she ever leaves me, I know who or what to blame. In a previous video, I mentioned I may own the world's largest collection of cards, and I was quickly proven wrong in the comments, with many people stating that they had infinitely more cards than I did. Well, you see, back then, my deck looked like this. Now, my deck looks like this, so come at me, haters.
So this is Jake. He is the current LEGO Ninjago trading card champion in the entire world and known universe. There is no other player that is better than him. This is not because of skill, but because the Ninjago trading card game is a broken game with basically rules that do not make any sense.
Well,
It's completely broken.
It's skill-based.
No skill at all. Unbalanced in general, and, well, we wanted to prepare and explain the rules to you. So one thing you're going to notice about this is that many of the cards, in fact, I would say 90%?
80 or 90, yeah.
80 or 90. They're not in English. So here's why. The LEGO Ninjago trading card game was never released in America, probably because the people who actually handled business in the US realized, rightfully so, that such a broken game would not sell.
It's a good game.
Anyways, the people over in Europe clearly did not come to this conclusion, which is why the cards started off by being distributed across Europe and the UK. So, in the beginning, around 2015-2016, there were lots of cards that actually were specifically from the UK, and that's why they're in English. However, the English speakers of the world realized that the game is broken, and as such, it was not popular.
It's more that the Portuguese and the Polish and the German and the Dutch speakers of the world realized how great the game was and started playing it a whole bunch.
Anyways, they discontinued the series in the UK, so no more English cards, and hello to a whole lot of cards in random foreign languages. So across all my travels, I managed to kind of go around different parts of Europe and pick up as many cards as I could. I got some in Amsterdam, I got some in Portugal, in Germany, in Poland, we got some Spanish ones. What are the other ones? Did I get them all?
I think that's it.
I think that's it, okay. We got a whole lot of different, some are in Italian. Don't forget Italy, yeah. And French. There are some French ones.
I don't think I've ever seen it in Italian.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll find one this time.
Okay.
Anyways, lots of different cards in lots of different languages that are not English. So that adds another layer of difficulty to this game. One that absolutely was not intended, because Google Translate can only go so far. And I would say that 70% of the gameplay is arguing with your opponent over what a specific card is actually trying to say.
It's usually something really reasonable and balanced, though.
Like, you win the game if you have this card.
It's good to win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyways, I think it's time we explain the rules, so let's get into it.
So we went through and read our copy of the rules. Unfortunately, the English copy has been lost, so we've only got the Portuguese rule set here.
And I think, okay, well, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. We've been playing the game for 6 years, and as it turns out, we may have been playing it wrong the entire time.
Really?
But, yes, very
Really wrong.
But because of this video, thank you to all of you, because now we forced ourselves to actually read the rules rather than just making stuff up, which is what we've been doing for 6 years. So now we will actually play a game the right way. I think. At least according to the Portuguese rules.
Let's go.
So before we actually explain how the game works, we figured we may as well try to find the copy of the English rules. It's around my basement somewhere, but we really didn't want to have to resort to Google Translate for the base rules of the game. So away we go.
Wait, keep looking for it.
So, at some point we had the rules in English. This is the backlog room, and I'm not super convinced we have the rules in English anymore. We've got the tins. Wait, hold up. I see Blue Ocean, which is the company that makes these. Oh, that's the magazine. This isn't in German. So that's in German. At some point, I'm pretty sure the rules were here. However, also here are a ton of instruction manuals, so that is Portuguese rules. Go.
So here is your standard hand for the LEGO Ninjago trading card game. The objective of the game is to play on this board, and once each of the board slots are filled up, and every single one has a character card in it, then essentially the player who has the most cards facing in their direction will be the winner. The combat in this game is extremely simple. As you can see, every single character card, which is either bordered in red or green, has a number on the side. If, let's say, this is Jake's card, so it's facing his way, and this is my card, I place this down and, oh no, I lose, so my card flips to his side. Alternatively, I place my card down the other way, 124 is larger than 84, so I win, and I flip his card. These attacks do not change, so if I, say, had another card here, this would not then influence that. It only is the immediate attacking, and when you put a card down next to another card, you must trigger an attack. So you can't put it down and just say, I'd rather not battle. If you put this down here, you will lose, which is something we just discovered.
If you place a character card such that it borders multiple of your enemy's character cards, you can choose which duels it initiates, though you have to initiate at least one. So in this case, I could choose to initiate the vertical duel, winning it, but not initiate the sideways duel, losing. If this character card wasn't here, then you'd only have the one choice and you'd lose.
So you're probably thinking, wow, this is an incredibly simple and probably painful game to play. And while you're not wrong, character cards are just the beginning, because there are a whole lot of other different card types. First of all, every card bordered in blue is an action card. You may also be seeing that, hey, a lot of these cards are in English. Well, you see, that's because I specifically chose the cards that I could find in English, and I can only find a few. So most of these cards will require Google Translate, which is why Jake's here. But this one's in English, so it's easy to understand. Blue cards are action cards. At the start of your turn, you can choose to play an action or vehicle card, and we're getting to vehicles later, but you can choose to play this before actually placing a character card down. This action card states that your opponent has to discard 2 random cards from their hand, and you get to draw 1 card from each action card they discard. And I chose this one because it shows a really important part of the rules. The size of your hand can actually change. It can increase or decrease. If you start the game with 7 cards, and I play this, you are down to 5 permanently, and I am up to 9. This is really funny, especially when you can get your opponent down to only 1 card and you have 30. But now, of course, a lot of these cards, as we just described, are not in English, which is why we have Google Translate hand. So what you have to do, and the reason why this game takes so long, is we have to do live translations on someone else's phone to figure out what the cards even say. For instance, this one, at least what I think it says, is trying to tell me that if I have 4 heroes in the arena, I can search my deck for an epic battle hero card and play it immediately. That just means that I need to find a card that says epic battle hero on the text for a character card, and I can play that in general. So that's pretty good, because I can just find the most powerful one in my deck of close to 1,000 cards. Let's just say another example for one last one. This is another action card from the Prime Empire series, and see exactly what this does. So bringing over trusty Google Translate, this is telling me to draw 2 cards. If there's a character card underneath, play it immediately as well. So presumably it means that if you draw 2 cards and one of them is a character card, you can also play it. So action cards go like that, and they are very, very fun in annoying your opponent, or as usually happens to me, getting annoyed by my opponent, when they either force me to discard stuff or just convert half the pieces on the board, because this is not a fair and balanced game.
A number of action cards have effects like you win. So they can be pretty useful, definitely balanced, and it's very, very fair.
These are dumb. Moving onwards, there are more different types of cards. I mentioned previously that you could play an action card or a vehicle card, and this is a vehicle card. Instead of playing an action, you can choose to play a vehicle, which gives you a permanent advantage. Now, here's the catch. Vehicle cards have some text at the bottom, which applies to every single round. A lot of them, if they're really overpowered, sometimes they add a plus 50 or 60 to your numbers, then that will really handicap you, such as the only time that you can actually use it is if you discard a card from your hand, for example. Let's see what this one does because the plus 10 isn't really that powerful. Oh, so this is very good. Every time your opponent plays a card, you get to draw one card, which immediately means that your deck will increase to a significant degree, or at least your hand will. Your hand will increase rapidly every time your opponent plays a card, which means this is a very great vehicle. To play a vehicle card, you can look on the board here, and you simply place it on the spot that says vehicle. Notice how, again, this is not in English, but you can guess which one is vehicle. You put it here, and the only way that your opponent is able to actually get rid of that vehicle is by, say, either placing a vehicle of his own that says that would cause this to go away, or placing an action that also would cause my vehicle to go away. So essentially, if you have a great bonus, your opponent has to wait until they receive a specific card that says they can get rid of it to actually get rid of it. Otherwise, they're just kind of screwed. Lastly, there is one final type of card, and that is a trap card. Now, trap cards are relatively new in the game. They were introduced, I believe, for the Master of the Mountain season, and the way that trap cards work is that specifically after playing all of your actions, you can choose to lay a trap card face down on the board. The way it works is that this trap can be used to block off a space, where specifically, the next person who wants to place a character there will be forced to activate the trap. So if Jake here wants to put that character down, he then has to take the trap card and read what it says and follow the action. Let's see what this one says, because for example, some trap cards actually help the person who put it down, while some are punishments, and it really is a toss-up. So here's what this says. This card becomes your active vehicle card and replaces your vehicle card. Your allies get -30 to all stats. So this is a really fun one because it is a permanent disadvantage for any player. If they land on it, then they have to get a -30 to every number. As you can see, this game is broken. Now, there are a number of trap cards, and the reason why this is fun is because they're always a mystery. The opponent doesn't know what they are. A lot of trap cards, quote unquote, actually help the person who lands on them. So let's say, for example, this gave me +30. I would put it down, but maybe Jake would not want to put his card here because he thought it was an evil card. So then I would just put my own card on it, and then voila, I get the benefit of the trap myself. That's where the game gets really complicated. But the single most broken thing about the game comes in the form of the discard pile. Because you see, there is a discard pile in your actions. So essentially, at the end of every turn, or at the beginning of your next turn, you can choose to discard one card from your hand. Let's say that I have a hand of 7 cards, and I just don't like one of them, or I feel like one of them isn't going to be useful. I can choose to discard it. The same goes if my opponent, say, plays a card that gets rid of my vehicle, he can choose for that to go to my discard pile. Every time you play an action card, which again are the ones bordered in blue, the action cards that are used go to your discard pile. So that way that works is that a lot of your most powerful action cards will be left in the discard pile. However, there are a number of cards that say that you can specifically play up to 2 action or vehicle cards from your discard pile. If you have multiple copies of this in your deck, you can literally just chain them, where you play 1, you play up to 2, you play it again, and you keep going so you get infinite number of actions per turn. As you can see, this is another reason why the game is completely broken.
No, it's a strategy.
Yes.
It's a fine strategy.
He claims it's a strategy. We'll see. Of course, this fun one is an energy vortex where you and your opponents have to discard all cards from your hands and draw 4 new ones, which is another great one to cripple your opponent who, I don't know, maybe has 50 cards when you have 1. But I think we've explained the rules enough. Jake, is there anything you wanted to add to the rules yourself?
That's it. You win by occupying at least 9 of the 16 squares with your character cards. Game ends when all the character cards are set. You draw a new card at the start of every turn. And may the best player win.
Or may the most broken player win. All right, let's get on with this. On with the game.
Hey! Chris and I played with two, you can call them house rules, you can call them big mistakes, entire failures of our understanding of the game, whatever you want to call it. Two main house rules over the last 6 years of our playing this game. The first is that we believed that you had a set number of cards in your hand that at the end of the turn, you would always draw up to. So for example, if you start with 7 cards and you play a card that says draw a card, we believed that your hand limit would be increased to 8, and at the end of every turn, you would draw back up to 8 cards.
But Jake, is that what the rules say?
That's not really what the rules say. The rules sort of say this entirely different
Well, they
system.
say something else, but who cares because this is better and more fun.
Right, no, it's way more fun. So, it's also more balanced and more fair.
That's not true.
So, we're going to be playing with our house rule that you draw up to the size of your hand, and that the size of your hand is changed every time that a card tells you to draw or to discard. Though, if you're really playing the game the right way, you play the cards that you play, you draw the cards that you're supposed to draw, and at the end of every turn, you're allowed to discard and refresh, and at the beginning of every turn, you're allowed 1 draw.
Yeah, well, we don't care about that. Yeah, we play by our rules.
The second rule that we played with that turns out is incorrect is called tapping.
I legitimately still think that that is a real rule, and we just didn't find it in the rules.
It's not in the rule book. It's something that we
would not have just come up with that.
Tapping occurs when you would like to play a character card, but you don't have one in your hand, or when you would prefer not to play one from your hand. And so instead, you can activate one of your character cards that is played on the board and initiate duels as if you had just played that card. So it doesn't add to the number of cards on the board, but it does reinitiate duels. This seems like a great mechanic. We're going to continue playing with it because we really like it. I don't think it actually upsets the balance of the game too much, but you'll have to judge for yourself.
So here is an example of what the average deck of the average LEGO Ninjago trading card game enjoyer would have. As you can see, there's not too many cards. You really don't have a lot of options here. You just have a couple cards here and there. And yeah, this is kind of the average size of your deck. So the great thing about acquiring cards, especially in Europe, when you visit used LEGO stores, these are basically worthless. Nobody actually likes or plays the game because it is unbalanced and broken, and so a lot of times I would walk into a store in specifically Germany and North Germany that was a used LEGO store, and they would just have stacks and stacks of these at the register. And I would ask them, okay, hey, how much will it cost to get these? And they just told me, no, it's free, please take it. But I don't want to just take stuff for free, So at first I started taking like 1 or 2 cards, and I'm like, I really want the stack. So I'm like, okay, look, hey guy, how much money will it take for me to just take all of them? And he just kept shaking his head and saying, no, free. So I just kept taking more, and I was like, okay, I'll give you money. At one point I open up my wallet and I give him like a 20 euro bill. He's like, no, free. I'm like, okay. So that was an unrelated story as to why there are so many cards here. That had nothing to do with the fact that I have so many cards. Just a little anecdote about how you can acquire some cards here. But yeah, so this is just the average player's small. So before we got started, just for you, we looked through all of the cards that I own, which are just a small amount here, and we picked out some of the ones that we found the most interesting. For example, we have Ultra Incelloid here. Make of that what you will.
Got a MAGA skull.
Yeah. Another MAGA skull.
And then some of the German cards. We've got Zane's U-Boat and Kai's Führerbike. I don't really speak German, but I don't know.
You tell me. You can make of that what you will.
Yeah. There's Red Snakes.
Just normal snakes.
Red
Like
snakes.
they're not snake men, they're not serpentine. Just normal vermilion snakes. Yeah. The big one though, speaking of season 7, is are the Time Blades. So you all know what the Time Blades are if you're fans of Ninjago. They played a big role in that season. They look like this. So here's how the Time Blades work. If you got one of them, you got plus 20 on all your values. So, I mean, it's only counts for that turn. It's pretty good. I mean, it's all right. You have to add 20 to all the numbers. Now, if you get 2 of them, then you get an extra turn, which, okay, we're getting powerful, because getting an extra turn could mean the difference between winning and losing. But it only gives you 1 extra turn, so I mean, you get 1 extra turn. Getting 3 of them, here's the kicker. If you just get 3 of them, you win the game. The game is over, like you win. So in lore, as you know, there are 4 Time Blades.
So I don't know why they only made 3 of them, and you have to get 3 to win. They also don't specify that you need all different ones, so I have 2 of the blue ones. So if I got 2 of those and just 1 of these, then I win. So yeah, just some things to think about how balanced this game is.
And there are some really great combos. So there's a card called Relaxation, which allows you to take any 3 cards from your deck and put them into your discard pile. So let's say that you get this card, and then you also have the card Meditation, which allows you to play 2 action cards from your discard pile. This allows you to just gather any action cards from your deck and play 2 at once. It takes a bit of setup, but if you've got this combo in your hand, you can just choose basically any of the actions in the game.
You can choose 3 Time Blades.
You can. So it's, some of these cards are powerful enough that that combo just lets you win.
And as you can see, sorry to interrupt, but as you can see, this is a very small amount of cards. So maybe you just gotta look through them. You pick out the ones you like, but you can look through every single one of these until you find 3 that you like, and then you can play them next turn. Just you choose. It's up to you. So, but yeah.
A couple of the least balanced ones in the game, Kraken and Game Over. These cards just have conditions under which you lose. So Kraken, you play it. If something's true about your opponent, they just instantly lose.
And same with Game Over. Your opponent needs a specific number of cards in their hand. However, the number here is 10. But if your opponent has less than 10, then they just lose. Here's the thing. You probably are wondering, hey, didn't you say that everybody starts with only 7 cards? Well, yeah. Under some rare circumstances, action cards give you more cards. So maybe you might get 1 more after turn 1. You might get another one after like turn 3 or 4. You maybe might get up to 8. If you're getting up to 9 or 10, you are really lucky. You're hitting the jackpot. But this just says if your opponent doesn't have 10, they just lose. So if I got this round 1, you lose.
Yep.
If I got this round 2, you lose.
Yep.
Round 3, you lose.
Yep.
Round 4. Only if round 4, if he had consistently drawn a card, rounds 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then I play this, then he goes down to 1 card in his deck, or in his hand.
Yeah.
And
That's unrecoverable as well. There aren't any circumstances I can think of when Game Over is not an immediate win. Yeah.
Game over.
Game over.
Well, the game is about to be over because I'm going to destroy you. We'll see what happens.
I think we'll see what skill comes up on top.
I mean, as we just demonstrated, these cards are broken. This is not a game.
Well, you got to know them and know the strategies and play them well and be lucky enough to draw a game over round 1 and there's some skill in there.
Game over.
We'll see who's better.
Game over.
Game start.
But before every game, every card needed a good shuffle. So as you can see, we have our somewhat small to medium-sized deck here, and it was very important that every single card was very equally shuffled. Thankfully, it didn't take us long, thanks to the power of time lapses, even though the cards are much larger and plasticier or shinier than most other cards, making them a lot harder to shuffle.
It's now time for the ultimate showdown. Me versus Jake to determine whether or not this game is balanced or broken.
Balanced. Balanced.
Broken. It's broken. I mean, we know what's going to happen. We know I'm going to win, and we know it's broken. So, let's start the game. Everyone starts by drawing 7 cards. I think the rules say you draw 6, but 7 is cooler because it is 1 more than 6. So let's go.
Oh, you're done.
This deck is rigged.
Oh, you're done.
Swamp decks.
You're done.
Swamp decks. This is rigged. This is rigged.
This is one you chose for yourself.
Oh, wait, no. This is...
No,
wait.
This is...
I'm not saying that there was any rigging.
You think Chris is cheating?
I'm not
Chris isn't
saying
cheating?
There was any cheating involved. I'm just saying I think we should switch decks. So I'm just gonna take the top of this. I'm gonna take the top of this. I mean, it shouldn't matter, right? They're all shuffled. So I'm just gonna do a little switch.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just for reference, I already have one of the cards that says you win under certain conditions, and 2 of the most broken action cards in the game.
Let's continue. It was pure chance.
Tell that to my water tornado.
Okay. So, I have 7 cards. Let's talk strategy.
All right. So, right off the bat, the 7 cards I drew from Chris's seemingly rigged deck include 3 of the most broken action cards in the game and an incredibly good trap card. I have the infamous Water Tornado, which allows you to search your deck for a vehicle card and immediately play it. This card is broken because there are some broken vehicle cards, and it lets you choose exactly which one you want. Getting it at the start of the game means that you can do things like start drawing vastly more cards than your opponent is going to draw right off the bat. It means that you can do things like automatically win all duels in certain directions. It's incredibly broken. The second action card that's just ridiculously broken is called Energy and Steig, or however you say that in German. I've never seen this one before, but it's clear right off the bat exactly how broken it is. It allows you to play any action card or return any action card from your discard pile back into your hand. So, if you've played an incredibly powerful action card, say Water Tornado, and you need to use it again, say Chris gets rid of one of my very, very powerful vehicles. Energy and Steig lets you just grab that right back, play it again, no problem. Adds a lot of resilience. The Broken Trap card is of a very, very similar breed. When you trigger the trap card, it allows you to search your deck for 2 character cards and put them in your hand. Any character cards you want. There are some very broken character cards as well, so right after that, things are looking great. The last action card is Reversal Time Blade. Now, the Time Blade cards are played together, so if you have several Time Blade cards at once, you can set them all down, and their effect depends only on how many of them you play at a single time. There are some, nice things you can get if you play 1 or 2, but if you play 3 at the same time, you win the game. So, right off the bat, things are looking very, very good. I'll use Water Tornado to get me a card that will allow me to draw many more cards, and then I'll just hunt for a couple more Time Blades. If Chris manages to get rid of my vehicle cards, Energy and Stein is gonna get Water Tornado right back, and finally, my 3 character cards are fine, They're not blowing anyone out of the water. They've got a 124 value, one spot. One's got a value as low as 25, which is pretty bad, but things are looking good. This is going to be a resilient hand with which we can trance Chris.
He's outside the door telling me to have fun, so go away. So I hope he had a good time. I hope he had a really good time telling you about his strategy, because he's done. Okay, well, let's start off here, okay? So we got some good character cards. Nauticon, fan favorite character. He's a good one, got some powerful stats. We have a Kai versus Mr. E as a character card. That's a pretty cool. I always liked Mr. E's design from the Sons of Garmadon wave. Island, Lloyd, and Jay. Whatever, just a character. But here's where things get interesting. So this buddy right here is my friend called Meditation. And by a stroke of luck, it materialized in my hand. This is kind of the one that I was describing to you when I was describing how broken this game is. And Meditation lets me play up to 2 additional action and vehicle cards from my discard pile. So if he makes me discard anything, I'll just play it again. But the real good one is this. So I saw Jay come in here, he's probably cackling, he probably told you how he was gonna wreck me, but Energy Vortex here forces him to discard every card in his hand. So my opening move will just be to make him discard, because that man has no poker face. So he was not able to hide the fact that he had such good cards from me, and as such, I'm just gonna make him get rid of them. So I don't even care what he has. I mean, these are not in English. It doesn't matter to me now. Here. Energy Vortex makes you and your opponent have to discard all the cards from your hands. So I have to discard everything I have, and he has to discard everything he has. So maybe I'll hold on to this for turn 2, because I do want to play some of my other stuff. Okay, let's translate this just for the fun of it, okay? So we got Google Translate up here. Let's see. Okay, not a step further from the Island series. There are no duels, your turn ends, and you must skip your next turn. So this is a trap card, and it just says no duels happen. So whoever lands on it can't execute any duels, and their turn immediately ends. That's a good one. I'll keep that for later. I'll put that on the board at the end of this turn. Why not? This is a vehicle go. The Oni Chopper. This is plus 15 to red and blue, which is pretty good. Let's translate it and see what it says. Ooh. When playing this card, you place an active vehicle card of your opponent on its owner's discard pile. So here's what's going to be my strategy, okay? I'm going to pretend I do not have Energy Vortex. I'm going to wait for him to play what he thinks are his powerful cards early on in the game, and then I'm going to screw him with Energy Vortex. I'm going to go out there, I'm a great actor, I'm going to be like, oh no, you got me, I'll be so sad, he's going to really think he won, and then boom, turn maybe 3. I think I'll save this for turn 3, because I want to play some of my other stuff. Turn 3, not later than turn 4. I will play this and just make him discard everything he got. It's going to be even better if one of his cards, like, let him get some really powerful cards, because I'm going to wait for him to do that, and then I'm going to make him discard it. It's going to be great. Let's see what happens. Okay, so this is round 1. Who wants to go first?
Oh, I'd be happy to.
Okay, you can go first.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. I'm going to start out with an action card. I'm going to play Water Tornado, which lets me search my deck for any vehicle card and play it. 1 sec.
Oh, no! What? Put them here so you can look at them. Okay, can we, like, have the decks? Like, I don't think you need to go through all of them.
You made the deck.
Plus 45?
You made the decks.
Plus, get rid of this. This is broken. 44?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
At
it.
least I can see what we have.
Oh, but we're going to shuffle after. So, well, 40-50.
I mean, that's probably going to punish you then. I mean, please use it. There's going to be some
No, I'm
punishment.
looking for one that gives me cards. I'm looking for this entire thing for one that gives me more cards.
I'm not helping you.
No. Do you want to make this a time lapse?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to make them suffer like you're making me suffer.
That's fair.
We're going to sit here at normal speed and see how ridiculous this game is and make the viewers you
This is gonna be a
suffer
3-hour video.
because of his actions.
Yeah.
You are suffering because of his actions.
The Lego Ninjago trading card game action
Being broken.
card.
Being broken.
Not because of my actions.
Kid,
because
go!
of a-
Hurry up!
Because
Hurry
of the Lego Ninjago trading card game action card. Bucko. Hey, it's Bucko. Is this a time blade?
No. That's the Scythe of Quakes. Keep going.
It's just very important to me to know how many time blades are in this deck, Chris.
Okay, fine. I'm helping you.
No. Put the action cards down, though.
I'm putting the vehicle card.
Oh, the vehicle, yeah.
If I find a vehicle card, I'll put it down. You're so slow.
Well, I have to watch your cards down, too, to see if there's any time blades.
Why is that a vehicle? It's a dude.
He's a vehicle.
Cole is
He's a vehicle for profits.
So,
Ooh, a time blade card. That's 2. This is good to know.
Because Jake is insisting that we look through every single vehicle
water
before he
slicker.
moves on, we are going to sit here at plus 50, plus 50.
As you can see, Chris and I haven't really looked through things all that carefully in the past because there's so many cards and they're all in different languages and it's a real bother. It's a great game though, very balanced, very fair.
I don't think we've gotten halfway. I legitimately do not think we are halfway through. Like we are going to have to find.
Oh, and I'm gonna translate all these.
Oh my god. We're just going through looking for every single vehicle. And then what are we going to do? We're going to have to shuffle everything again.
Yeah.
Because you're taking the vehicles out on purpose.
It's a fair and balanced game.
It's letting him look through every card that exists, pick one card that he wants to play, and then use it. This is ridiculous.
Look, I got us nice small decks. It wasn't me who wanted the very, very big decks here.
Okay, I don't think we need to look through that last bottom pile. I think we can just move on. What other vehicles could there be? I feel like you've gotten all the vehicles now. I mean, what other vehicles even exist in Ninjago?
Well, there's the Electromech. I'm just curious if there's an Electromech, that's all.
Oh no.
Hey, Electromech. All right. I do want to be sure though.
Well, that's all of them. You're shuffling this. I'm not shuffling this.
Yeah.
You're shuffling all of these again.
Yeah. All right.
While he looks through that, I would just like to remind you, the viewer, that I've got this. You can't see what this is, but this will be really fun, especially after this turn. But please continue. Please translate every single one. Like, I'll sit here. I'll watch, you know? You can translate every single one. Okay, we're speeding up the video. It's being sped up now. So in the time it's taken for him to look through his entire deck, find all the vehicles, translate all the vehicles, and reshuffle it, I was able to, 1, help him for a short period of time, 2, go upstairs, find a specific Lego set in my stash, and 3, complete it. And this is a mid-sized to small Lego set. This is just an example of how long some of these turns take, and that's not because of me, that's because of the other player.
All right, so I've now played my Water Tornado action card and gotten Kai's Fewer Bike, which gives us a 15-point bonus to speed and a 5-point bonus to defense. So that's the vertical direction of duels and the left direction of duels. But most importantly, when I discard a card at the end of my turn for the purpose of refreshing my hand, instead of drawing 1 card, I draw 2. So over the next little while, the size of my hand is going to grow, which is going to give me a whole lot more flexibility and versatility than Chris.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Then I play Ratalia. Ratla, big serpent guy. And I'm not really feeling Pfizer Legacy Mesmo, so I'm gonna discard him. And oh hey, I gotta draw 2 cards instead of 1. Let's see. Then the way that Chris and I play, which is how we're playing right now, I'm gonna discard back up to my card total. I've gained 1 card, so from 7 I'm up to
we
8.
get it. He's up to 9.
8.
It said you get 2, right?
But from the discard.
Okay, he's up to 8. Yes, he's up to 8. He's up to 8.
So,
Good. We get it. You're up to 8. Good for you.
There we go.
Why don't
That's
you
a
take
lot
some
more.
time first to translate what you have?
Yeah.
I want you to sit here and translate your new cards and really take the time to understand what they are, you know? Once you've done that, I can start my turn. But I just want to make sure you do that first. Just make sure you take the time.
Okay. Yep. Ready.
Okay, so it's my turn. So y'all remember what we discussed. I am going to save a specific card for later. But there's a couple of things that I want to do here first. So he's got his nice little Fear Bike here that allows him to draw 2 extra cards for every 1 discard. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to put this down, the Oni Chopper, which plus 15, that's great. However, the most important thing is that it causes this to go to the discard pile. So, the vehicle's gone. Okay, yep, that's how it is. Don't really have much other stuff I can do. I'm going to place a card down here. But most importantly, I will want to place down a trap. So let us just, let's put that right there. Now I can discard a card, which I will discard the Island Lloyd and Jay, and draw back up to 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Shall we discuss our next moves?
Yeah, let's do it.
So he probably just came in here acting real confident, saying that his strategy didn't change and he's gonna wreck me. He doesn't know that I can just get rid of his cards. So let's see what I drew this turn, because I drew a lot of cards. We got quite a few character cards. I got 2 of the same Legacy Mesmos, and they are like worthless, so that was a waste. So these 2 are just gonna get tossed. I got a Platinum Lloyd card, so that's pretty cool, and this is really powerful, so I'm gonna save that for later. Of course, I still have my Nauticon. We got this bad boy, which we're going to use probably next turn, because I really want to prevent him from continuously drawing stuff from his deck. We have the Meditation, which we can always do that again if we need to. And I got 1 more action card, so it says Prime Empire on it. I have a feeling that's pretty powerful because they just called it Prime Empire, but let's see. Okay, Prime Empire, translating from German. Okay. Discard all your opponent's level up cards from the arena to the owner's discard pile. So I didn't explain what level up cards are. Essentially, level up cards are something they introduced for Prime Empire, where if you have a character card on the board and you feel like it's kind of weak, you can just put a level up card on top of it to replace it. It's pretty powerful.
only really works if he has level up cards in his deck, which obviously he doesn't. So honestly, this is kind of a throwaway unless I really need it. It only works for specific situations. So honestly, nothing has really changed with my plan here. I will continue as usual. I will pretend to be shocked, appalled, and saddened by his many moves against me, and I'll just throw this and make us all do it again. So this will be fun. Let's go. Okay, we are on turn number 2. So we've both gone, we've both made our moves, and now it's Jake's turn.
All right. I'm going to play one of my 8 wonderful, wonderful, wonderful cards. This is Energy and Steig.
Oh no.
I'm going to just put this off to the side. It's not really my discard yet. I may take a card, an action card specifically, from my discard and put it back in my hand. So I'm just going to grab Water Tornado. We'll see what happens later. Let's leave it at that. This is very, very stupid.
Yes.
I was thinking about going here with my character card, but you know, it's a little risky. Not a whole lot of great reasons to make something like that happen. So instead, I'm just going to play the incredibly strong Boa Yager. I don't know. He's going to go there and have a good time. Well, finally, I'll just, I guess, put a trap card down or something. And that's the end of my turn. Well, it's almost the end of my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to 5 cards, so I'll draw back up to 8. 1, 2, 3. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Well, for my turn, we're just going to do as discussed, hold off a little bit. I'm just going to put 1 character card down. That's going to flip it. Not too much else I can do, and that's my turn. Like, that's it. That's all I'm doing. Oh, I'm going to discard 1, too. So I draw back up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right, let's discuss.
Okay. All right. Not even bringing my hand in here to show you anything or talk about it. It's real simple from here on out. I've got the Water Tornado card in my hand, and so I'm going to play it and grab one of the really powerful ones that I set aside earlier when I looked through the whole deck, Guardian Catamaran. This card lets you draw from your discard pile instead of from your deck, so I've got some pretty darn powerful cards in my discard pile at the moment, including the action card that lets me take action cards out of my discard pile, including the vehicle that lets me draw more cards. We're getting to a point where it's going to be very difficult for Chris to disrupt what I'm doing, basically regardless of how he plays. I've got access to just some of the most powerful cards in the game now, regardless of anyone's actions.
This changes nothing. If anything, I am even more incentivized to playing that card. You know which one it is early on. So what I've pulled some really honestly bog standard character cards. And that is fantastic to me because I don't care about losing these. So what do we have? We got an okay character card, powerful but not 1 in a million powerful. We have 3 absolute garbage character cards that I will not use. We have this action card, which only works for very specific instances. And that, other than the 2 special cards, is basically my deck. So let's see, what are we tracking here? I don't really have that much to lose. My hand isn't super powerful. I wouldn't mind having both of us discard. The only one that I would risk losing is Meditation, which allows me to play additional action or vehicle cards from my discard pile. Now, this would be real nice to get, but I haven't played action cards that I need to discard. He hasn't made me discard anything, so unless I play this soon, I won't even have a use for it. So honestly, this is something you'd want to hold on to late game. But if I'm going to make him discard everything because it sounds like he has really good stuff, I think it's mostly important to do that. So I'm going to play this next turn, and I just want to see the look on his face. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set up the camera a little differently because I want to see his face when I play this. It's going to be real good. So I'm going to set up our camera just a little bit differently here. You know, I just want to get a different camera angle for this particular turn. So we're just going to focus in right here. No, for no reason. I just want to have the camera in a little bit of a different spot this time.
Okay.
Yeah, so just sit there. Just want to see your face and
Oh, okay.
we're just gonna put It's here. Yeah. No, for no reason. I just thought it would be cool to show your face for the camera. Yeah.
I know that this is one of the cards that's like whether your opponent laughs or doesn't laugh.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Where did my deck go? Oh, it's in my pocket.
Handgun.
In my hand. Here.
Deck is. Okay, camera's rolling.
Yeah, camera's rolling.
All right, I'm gonna play the fair and balanced Water Tornado card. I'm gonna choose Guardian Catamaran. I may draw from my discard pile instead of from my deck.
Oh.
So I have access now to Water Tornado, to the Fewer Bike, and if I have to discard anything from my pretty awesome hand, you've got to also be able to destroy my vehicle card for me to not just immediately get it back. So I've got now infinite replays of action cards. I have Water Tornado. I have some other action cards that we haven't gotten to yet, but this is gonna be rough for you, Chris. This is gonna be really rough for you.
Just go.
Oh, I didn't think about the other moves. That was the only important one. All right, we'll get let's see, Super Naya. Oh, wait, no. I'm gonna activate that trap card. Search your deck for 2 cards that are both either both villains or both allies, and play. Maybe it's just put them in your hand and then shuffle the deck.
No, not again. No. And that takes this too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Search away. Why don't you just get like the top 2? Okay, villain. Take it. Take it. You got one.
Are level up cards character cards?
Yeah.
I would like level up cards, please.
And don't worry, I explained what level up cards are in the room over there, so they know what they are already.
I legitimately don't know how you can do this portion.
That's interesting. While you search, I'm gonna do a little sidebar and go back in the room
Okay.
and talk for a little bit. So.
I've actually found one of the ones that I'm going to use.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, then I'll wait. I would like to say a few words before.
No,
my
I'm going to
turn.
look through.
Okay,
No.
I will say a few words before my turn.
Yeah.
You keep looking.
I'll try to not hear it.
Okay. So this changes things. Because you see, if I force him to discard all his cards, he has his vehicle in play, which lets him just draw from his discard pile, making that entire effort worthless. However, I have a plan, because, as you know, my vehicle card, when I placed it down, got rid of his vehicle card. So what I need to do is pray that I run into any other vehicle card. Like, I will just keep drawing cards from my hand, or from my deck, until I get a vehicle card. The moment I get another vehicle card, I will play it. And, oh my god, this could be potentially game destroying, because if I just don't get a vehicle card in the next few turns, he will just wreck me. So, I need to pray I get a vehicle card soon. I will use it to replace my current vehicle card, putting my current one in my discard. So that's turn number 1 when I get a vehicle card. Turn number 2 is then I will play the action card, which says I can play vehicle cards from my discard, which means I can replace my vehicle with the old one, causing him to be forced to discard his vehicle. That's turn 2. And then by turn 3, I do the nuke, which nukes all our cards. But this is a very, very complex series of moves here. I have to think multiple moves ahead, and all 3 of these moves have to go right in order to me to survive this. I'm gonna be honest, if just one mistake is made, if I mess up something, or if he, God forbid, gets something, if he manages to get one of the cards that says, like, I have to give him some of the cards in my hand, I am done. It's over. So, come on, DuckBricks fans, support me, come on. You know the truth, DuckBricks. I should be the true champion of LEGO Ninjago. He just pronounced Nia's name wrong, you know? Come on, like, give your support. Help me find a vehicle card soon, because otherwise I am done. I'm back. Let's go.
Okay.
Whose turn?
I'm still shuffling my deck after playing my character card. I actually don't think I have any traps. Do you want to cut my deck I just need to shuffle this last one, and then
Sure.
because I looked at like that.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn around and you can cut it, and I have added 2 cards to my hand. Of course, that means I'm up to 10 now, but that's fine. I don't think that's really a problem for anyone. And
Your deck is cut.
okay. Finally, if I have
You put your character down, so you can only put down a trap.
I can only put down a trap. Akao is yeah. Okay. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and discard this one. Oh, and this is a trap
done.
that's out.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to draw back up to 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just draw back up to 10.
Oh!
9, 10.
That's your turn. That is your turn.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
my turn.
Okay. We're just gonna put this down. I choose to trigger this.
Where did... Oh, this isn't my card now.
I'm gonna discard this, and I draw back up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I have nothing to talk about here. You know what I'm doing. You can go.
All right. I also think I have very little to talk about. I'm going to play the hairband action card. So I draw a card for every one of his allied characters in the
What?
arena. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. So I'll just draw up to a hand of 10. 1,
Yeah, guys.
2,
This is a fair and balanced game.
4. I'm playing within the rules, right? I think I'm playing within the rules. So that's my action card. Then for my whatchamacallit? Was it a character or something? I'm gonna play the Mega Master Chen card. So this is your opponent has to discard 1 card from your hand when you play this card. So I'm just gonna play him. You know what I think would make a lot of sense? I think I should play him here. Now, you can't quite see. He's between 2 really powerful cards of Chris's, so he's gonna lose. But Chris, discard a card.
I don't like this. I don't like how you're giving me slots. Okay, so I'm down to 6.
Then I'm gonna discard Kaito, who isn't very good, and then just draw back up to 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I may draw from my hand, but yeah, what else is here? 14. Where's the start?
Okay, so as you can see, he has over double the amount of cards in my hand. He's got 14, I've got 6. I'm just gonna put this here, which beats this, and discard 1. And come on, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. This seems like as good place as any to just keep going. I don't think I need more secret strategy discussion.
Okay. Why don't you keep going? Those aren't yours yet. Those are just
No,
set
no,
off to
I
the
just-
side.
Yeah. Okay. Hey gang, we're back with Jake's turn. I'm gonna play Water Tornado. This lets me choose any vehicle card that I want from my deck. I've got a couple set aside because we're not making you guys sit through a whole lot more of me going through my deck. So now it's a Kai Battle Epic. Kai Batalha Epica. I think this is Portuguese. For every whatever you call it, duel, I think, that I win, Chris discards a card.
What?
Translate it.
I don't believe you. Give me the translator. This is broken. There's no way that a card just says I discard. Then I just lose.
So, I don't know, gang. How many duels do you think I can win this turn? Okay, so I'm going to play the level up Shock Ronin and Steingloins here.
I don't forget my bonus.
Bonus to what?
This.
That way? Yeah. Okay.
That's 151?
My vertical bonus of 5 is going to put my 107 over the top of his 110. She's going to win a duel here. My 151 is going to beat his 99 regardless of bonus here. So that's going to win 2 duels. So Chris is going to discard 2 cards, and then I'm going to flip an additional 2 of these guys.
What? How? Hey, what do you mean flip an additional 2?
For every duel this wins, flip an additional 2 of your cards.
No, wait, no! I have to discard 4?
No, 2.
Oh.
Yeah, those are flips. Those aren't. 2 duels have been won. So,
I've discarded 2.
That's gonna be that. And then, I think I still don't have any trap cards to play. So I'm just going to discard. I don't think this one was very good. And then draw right back up to 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 11 again, drawing to 14. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So we're gonna do what we discussed. I'm just putting down this vehicle here.
What's it do?
I don't know. Can we
I'll
translate it?
translate it.
Okay, translate. I don't care what it does. What does it do?
Choose 2 waste hangers. Draw 2 cards from the deck.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay. Well, then that's fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna put that down. I'm just gonna put this here, or up. Yeah, I'll put this here. And I am going to discard 1, and draw back up to 6 because I drew 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
All right. I think I'm gonna need a pause to read a lot of these cards. Can I have a minute?
Sure, take your time. Alright gang, it's crunch time. Phase 1 out of the 3-phase plan has begun. I finally drew a vehicle card, so I was able to put my current one in the discard, which means that next turn, I will use Meditation to play that vehicle card again, which gets rid of his current vehicle card, so that is phase 2. And then finally after that, it'll be time for my secret weapon, the Energy Vortex, which gets rid of every single card. He thinks he's won, but he is nowhere close. I am going to force us to discard every single card in our hand and draw up to 4, which means both of us will be crippled, but it'll be like starting a brand new game. And you know what? I really need that at this time. So kind of a Hail Mary, but we're doing it. And I honestly, I'm gonna get rid of these cards anyway. I don't think they're that good. I'm not even gonna bother translating them because now I'll just feel bad if I decide that I wanted to use them. So I don't even care. Not even gonna read them because in 2 turns, they're going away. So who cares?
Okay, I'm gonna play. Okay. For my action card, I'm going to again play the hairband card and draw a card for every ally Chris has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be another 5 cards I draw.
A fair and balanced game.
Okay. Only one here that I don't
I have 6 cards.
know the meaning of.
You can see my cards. I have 6.
That's not useful. Okay, so finally, I am going to try to win a couple of duels. I believe the place for me to do that is just by tapping. Oh wait, shoot. Actually, yeah. The way I'm going to do that is by playing a very powerful creature character card, which I'm stalling while I try to find in my hand. And then D5 wins regardless of your bonus. Yeah, okay. This is going to be Mega Attack Zarlax, which is Polish, I believe, for Mega Attack Trouble. It's going to win
Shark.
Shark? Oh, yeah. Google Translate said it was Trouble.
Well, he's a troublesome shark.
Flip those guys over, so Chris is going to discard back down to 4. And,
Okay.
I'm also going to get to remove one of his cards, and put one of his cards into his discard. So it's going to be...
What?
That's what that one says.
Go for it.
One of your cards face this card.
Go.
So it's going to be here. And finally, I'm going to get rid of a... I'm going to get rid of a... one of my, least useful cards in my hand. This one, you don't necessarily know what it is. I don't really know what it is, but I know that it's not useful. I'm going to draw back up to 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. Right, I was at 14 plus 5.
Yeah.
So I'm drawing up to 19. Excuse me.
Okay.
They're all shiny.
It's time for meditation. So, meditation lets me play up to 2 additional action or vehicle cards from my discard pile. This might not seem super powerful yet because all I'm doing, we'll see. I'm going to play this, which gets rid of your vehicle.
Okay.
I'm going to play an action card. The only other action card I had in my discard was this, which gets rid of all level up cards on the board.
Okay.
So that goes away. Okay. That's meditation. Then I will put down my character card, which is going to be right here. So that takes us back. I draw back up to 4, and that is my turn.
All right. That makes a lot of sense. Good work there. I would like a vehicle back. I have in my hand I do not have in my hand the Water Tornado card. However, I do have the play an action card from discard pile card, which that lets me play Water Tornado. Right. So one of these is a bad version of what I want to do. I don't know if there's another version of what I want to do in here.
Well, then why don't you just keep trying?
I should check. It's not draw. It's check.
Oh,
it's
Water Tornado. No,
Yeah.
we already looked at all of them.
I don't remember
set
if there's
them
two
aside.
copies.
Nah. Just get your boys. There are rarely 2 copies of vehicles.
I saw a lot of multiple copies. There are 3 or 4 of some of these cards in my so that like water transport one. Okay, no, fair enough. I'm gonna play. Oh shoot! This one just moves it to my hand. I'm done. Well,
Okay.
so this stays out of my hand for now.
Okay.
That's where we're at, folks. That's rough.
Yeah.
That is in fact rough. This is in fact rough. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, gang. This is bad.
Yeah, this is bad, he says, while holding a hand, not a deck, a hand of 19 cards, while I have 4.
Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. That's not useful. So
Hurry up, put down your character. Let's move on.
Let's
I want to
weakest
see some
side.
action
Oh, I
here.
could even get a pretty strong one there. I am going to play the Ultra Gripe Snake guy here.
Eel.
Ultra Eel. I'm going to lose this duel and flip this here. And then finally, I'm going to discard Nindroid Jaeger and draw back up to 19. 16, 17, 18.
I'm going to stop you there. Okay?
Okay.
Well, why don't you draw 19, right? You need your 2 cards, 18, 19.
Yeah.
Don't look at them.
Don't look.
You don't need to know what they are.
You haven't told me what happened.
Just wait, just wait. I need to reposition the camera. Give me a second.
I don't trust this.
The camera's been repositioned.
Okay.
You don't need to know what they say.
They're
You
my
can
cards.
translate them if you want. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. Take your time. Look at what they say. That's fine.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if you remember what this card does.
Energy Vortex.
It's Energy Vortex.
Fair. Fair. Drat, he got it at just the right time.
So no. I have had this since the start. But since you were so confident in your cards, I wanted you to have to play a few of them first, force you to go through your entire deck, find the vehicles you liked, and play through them just to torment you. So now that you think you are just in the prime position to put a card back, then I'm playing this. So you see, I was going to play it a lot sooner, but then you got the card that said you could draw stuff from your discard.
So you had to wait
So I was
until
like,
it's gone.
I need to wait until I get another vehicle to put this in my
Yeah.
discard, and then get like, and I had meditation.
Yeah.
So everyone gets rid of their cards. Bye-bye, and we draw
Correct.
4. You start from 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's my action. That is my action.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna put down a little character card here. You know, just putting it down. Yeah, we'll put that guy there. Or actually, I don't like that one. Let's put him. Let's put one here. And that's all I can do, honestly. Like, that's a pretty good turn if I say so myself. So we draw back up to 4. We got to do some translation, but yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy about this. All right, it's a balls in your court, man.
I will say that's rough. Can we break for some?
We can break for some discussion.
some
Yeah, let's
discussion.
stop here.
Rough play for Team Jake. So currently got him at 7 allies, me at 5. So we've got a disadvantage of 2. He just needs one more to be at that even 8-8, and it's gonna be tough fighting stuff back from him. I've got 2 solid character cards. Pretty happy about. There is a really powerful vehicle card in terms of stats, but the text makes it a lot rougher. You discard a card every time you use it, and so that's not really tenable with 4 cards in the hand. Just couldn't play that. And then Zamrozny, this has you get rid of all of the hero cards on the field, regardless of they're your ally or your opponent's ally. That could definitely come in handy. It's a nice sort of reset button if we get close to a crushing Chris victory. This will buy us some time to work things out. Last thing is that this card lets me draw a card when I play it. This character card, Megazane. So that's, it'll be nice to start out with a 5-4 advantage, but it's looking rough.
Our victory is at hand. We have crushed him. All right. So let's see what we got. We've got 2. I'm not gonna lie. 2 pretty bad character cards. Like, I've got him, but I have the advantage. It is 7-5, and he's gonna have to pull something. I don't know what he's gonna do to recover. So here's what we got. I got an action card and a vehicle card. I don't know what they do, so let's find out. This one is Il Kraken. It is Italian. Your Okay. So this card says your opponent must discard 10 cards or he loses the game. So if I wanted to, I could make him lose my next turn. But you know what? I am a fair and benevolent host. This is my house. I will not wreck him like that. I will win fairly, just to prove that I had this card, which could make me win. At any time, I chose not to use it, and I will still win. Now, of course, if things start getting really rough, then yeah, I'll pull the emergency button here. So this will prove, without a doubt, that if even if I use it or I don't use it, regardless,
if I win and I don't even have to use this, that just shows you how broken this game is. Because at any time, if I wanted to, I can play this and make him lose instantly. This is no longer a serious match for me. I am merely just going to have fun now. My only worry is that he's gonna force me to discard a card and I lose this. But honestly, what are the odds that he gets a card that makes me discard cards from my hand? I'm feeling pretty good. I didn't even translate the other one. This is, at any point, look, listen. If I start getting a little worried, if I start feeling like, oh, I don't know if he's gonna win, if he's gonna recover, I play this, I pull the trigger, he is out. But I would like to win fairly, so we're gonna set this aside. And then we're gonna check out what my vehicle does. So I do like the vehicle I have now, but this says... So... this says the same thing. A little different, but... Okay. Chopper, da Selva de Lloyd. This says that for every single action card that Jake plays, he will be forced to discard one card. Now, homie's only got 4 cards in his hand, which means that every time he wants to play any action card, then he will have to be forced to discard one. So, I really like this. I think that if I play this, it'll give me some security, because the only way that he's going to get rid of this, which is my essentially pull the trigger to win card, is if he actually gets an action card that will cause him to steal my cards. Now, this will disincentivize him enough, and I think this will permanently cripple him to the point where if he doesn't get rid of this vehicle, he cannot play action cards, otherwise he will just lose. He will have... Okay, here's how I'm putting it. He can play 4 action cards before he loses the game. Actually 3, because he's going to want to put down characters. So I'm going to put this down. It will force him to not be able to play any action cards. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna win. Easy sweep. DuckBricks for the win. Sweeping. All right, see y'all.
Okay, folks. It's a bit of a time for a Hail Mary, I think. First, I'm just going to play the character card Megazane on the big floating question mark. I'm going to draw a card when I do that.
No duels happen. Your turn ends.
Okay.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. I draw up to 5.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
So, I'm just going to do what we discussed. I'm going to put this down. This is a little vehicle. You may notice the bonus is worse than what I currently have, but for every action card that you play, you must discard a card. And you only got 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah. Then, yeah, let's put this here. That beats this. And discard 1, draw back up to 4. Yeah, I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay.
Okay, no, that's fair. I'm gonna play the action card that I just drew from my my extra card there. This is Toma la Distro. Remove your opponent's vehicle card and draw a card.
But you playing that forced you to discard. So you're down to 4.
So I get to.
Oh, but it's a draw.
Oh yeah, I can discard one of these if you'd like.
Yeah, you discard one of those.
I'm not using this vehicle.
And then you're back up to 4.
And then I'm back up to 4. Yep.
Okay.
So the current score is got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Chris has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, that's not possible.
I have 1, 2, 3.
Oh, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 6 to 8.
Yeah, I have 8.
So he only needs to be able to control one of these to win. That sounds pretty rough to me. I don't think my odds are very good. And so we're going to do that thing we discussed and remove all the hero cards from the arena. So some of those are mine.
Yeah.
For example, these guys.
This goes away.
But some of them are Chris's too. Oh. And our new updated score is Chris 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Jake 1, 2, 3, 4. Things are feeling a little bit calmer over here in House Jake. Now we're gonna put a pretty solid vertical card with sort of moderate side scores here. Flip a couple, and then finally we're going to discard. Actually, neither of these. These are both good, and then draw back up to 5. It's 1, 2, 3. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, we're gonna put this vehicle down. It says that I am immune to all trap card effects.
Okay.
Yep. Then we're going to. I guess we're just gonna put that there. I discard 1, draw back up to 4. Oh, gee.
Yeah. I'm gonna put this trap card right here. Wait, sorry.
Oh, no, you have to do that at the end.
I do that at the end.
Yeah.
Excuse me. No vehicle cards, no action cards to play. So I'm just gonna drop a. It is rough out here for Team Jake.
Is it?
All right. We are just going to barely beat out a plus 10 bonus on his 90, 100 to 101. That'll be a rotate here. And then I'm going to discard a basic Kai card and draw back up 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 5. Chris's turn. Wait, what happened to my... Oh, the
And you wanted to put your
Where-
trap card down, right?
I think I discarded.
There's your trap
Oh,
card.
yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Trap card down.
So I'm immune to all trap card effects, so I'm just gonna use it.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care what it does.
Yeah.
This takes. That's it. That's it. Okay. That is my turn. I'm gonna discard Maga Skull.
Maga Skull is one of those fellas, you know?
Yeah. Sounds like a friendly guy. Yeah.
He's probably a friendly guy, right?
Translate.
Translate right on over. I'm going to play Wu's Staff. So I move 2 of my allied cards around on the battlefield and into a free area, and then I draw a card. So my general goal here is going to be to make it harder for Chris to take some of my weak ones. So perhaps first up on the weak list is Bobby Yeager right here with his 44. Chris only needs 34 to beat that, so that's certainly going. I'm not really seeing another particularly weak card, and so I guess I'll could move him there to expose a slightly weaker version of that. It's not very meaningful, but I also draw a card, so that's my action, and for my character card, I'm going to play. Just need to be 84. Yeah, I'm gonna play Ultra Klaus. Right? Or oh no, I'm gonna play Ultra. Shoot! Apologies. None of these are gonna. Okay. Ultra Klaus here. He only takes this. That's the end of that, and then I'm gonna discard J. Kai and Lloyd, draw back up to 6. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. All my turn is going to be is tapping this, which takes this and this. It's my turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna discard 1, so I draw another card. Okay. We got this one.
Hey, what was that?
I don't know.
What do you have?
What was it? I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna play Mottkampf. Rotate an enemy villain 180 degrees. So, let's see. Anyone here that would be particularly hard to grab? It would be very hard to grab, say, oh wait, what color is he? Villain. So this guy borders 4 cards that my enemy controls, and he's quite powerful. He's not going to win all of these, but I think he certainly has the potential to win vertically. So, I'm going to rotate him around, and then draw a card. My hand's out to 7. And then for my character card, I'm just going to tap Hydro Boost Borgia and take this way and that way. We're up to a score of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to 3. 2 left on the field. Things are looking pretty good. So I'm just going to draw back up to, what was I at now? 7?
Okay. Let's see. What we're gonna do for this turn. Okay. We're gonna tap this, which takes these. So I got 2 more. I'm going to put a trap down here, and I'm going to draw 1 more card. And I need to translate this.
All right.
Go.
So you tapped and you turned 2, so
Yep.
I went from 13 now to probably 11.
Yep.
All right. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You have 9. So you went from 11.
Oh, I went from 11 to 9.
Yeah, you went to 11 to 9.
That's still a pretty good spot. I think I just have to hope that one particular thing isn't happening here. I do not have a lot of options here. Could only tap to turn 2 around. Feel like you might be in a better position cards in your hand wise.
I have some things to say to the camera. Maybe if you want to go over there, or you can play your turn
so I
first.
think I'm going to activate your trap. Playing here.
Okay, it doesn't do anything. It just says in this turn, Hydro boost values count as double. So
Which
Hydro boost will.
Hydra ones. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to spin.
It was the only trap I
here,
had, and to be honest, I put it there just to kind of scare him.
keeping me up at 11. Then I'm going to draw back up. Oh, I'm going to discard the Mega Devourer, which has pretty weak point scores in the 2 directions that matter anymore in this game, and then draw back up to 7. 1, 2,
Okay.
5, 6.
I'm going to take a sidebar for a second. Okay, so we're having our sidebar. He thinks he's doing really good because he has a lot of advantages. But what he doesn't realize what I just drew is this. Snapped Sie Uk. It's a German card, and what it says is that every single villain card on the board will be removed. So that's right. Every villain, every border green character on the card is going to be removed. This is going to be a clean slate for me, and we're going to reset the board again. So I'm going to play this, do that. Now, obviously, I still have my immediate win. I think it would be really funny to play it now that he thinks he's winning and like is 1 more turn away. But I think it'll be even funnier if I just held this until the end of the game, and I was just like, yeah, I could have won at any point, and I'm just toying with you. That will truly prove that I am the master. So I didn't need to use a card. I didn't need to use a card that makes the game broken to win. That's my point here. This is about proving that the game is broken. And it is broken if I was able to prolong a game this long when I could have won 10 turns ago. So I'm going to hold on to this. I am mentally counting the number of turns it took, like that I'm just holding on to this. So I could say like, yeah, it took me like 20 more turns to beat you, but I still won without having to use this. And I also have got these like really powerful character cards. One of them is Lloyd from the Sons of Garmin Online. This was when they were really pushing the SOG outfits. So he's got like 106, 87, some crazy high values here. And then we have Nia in her water dragon form, so 122 and 108 for Nia's water dragon form. I'm pretty sure I got this in the bag once we do the reset. Obviously, after the reset, a lot of pieces on the board are gonna just go away, so we'll see what happens, but I can't wait to see what he thinks when I do this. Let's go. He thinks he's won, and he has not. All right, Jake, so it is time. I'm playing this, which simply removes all of the villain characters on the board. So, goodbye, 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 goodbye. That's a hero. It's just shiny.
Is that green?
Yes, but it's only green because it's Lloyd. Lloyd is a hero. And yeah, that goes away. So now, what is our score? Now I'm still not doing too good. It's 1 to 3, but we got options now, guys. So let's see. What are we gonna do here?
Wow.
What we are going to do is what we're gonna do is just let's see. I don't like that movement there, Jake.
Sidebar, sidebar, sidebar.
I don't like. Wait! My turn's not over. My turn's not over. I'm taking this. I'm putting this aside. Hey! Stop moving the camera. My turn is not over, dude. Chill.
Show it. I'm gonna sidebar though.
I put this on. Okay.
Okay, so that spins out or
I
something?
drew 2 cards.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Okay. Move.
All right, folks. This is different. Chris was speaking earlier about how there's no duplicates in this game. There are absolutely duplicates in the game. For example, vehicle do eyesore. I don't think that's an eyesore vehicle, but you know, doesn't necessarily look great. Anyway, point is, if I lose a duel, I get to take a card back from my discard pile. You know what's in my discard pile? All of the cards that had that incredible combination earlier. So what I'm going to do... Well, I don't even know what I'm going to do. There's so many cards in the discard pile. This game's won. This game is won.
What are you checking? What are you
I'm
checking
checking
over there?
if one of the cards in my hand is one that I had before.
Oh. I don't like that.
I want to
I don't like...
make fun of a thing you said where you said that there aren't duplicates. I don't like...
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's right.
This is the original version of it.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
I was wrong in my sidebar. One of the very, very powerful vehicle cards that Chris shuffled into the deck has come up. This is O Vehicle del Izor. The eyesore vehicle, I bet. I don't know, I'm not using Google Translate, but whenever I lose a duel, I can draw a card from my discard pile.
No.
Guess what's in my discard pile?
No.
Guess what's in my discard pile? All right.
I need translate. I need translate right now.
Oh, duel loser. Ninjago City Team Kaito and Eileen lose me a duel. Oh no. I guess I'm gonna have to draw a card from my discard pile. Oh boy, we are back. Chris, please edit like a cool Tony Stark music theme, AC/DC, Iron Man 2, Back in Black maybe.
Okay.
I think Back in Black would be
I'll
good.
play a very cool soundtrack for this.
I just think that Back in Black would be a good. I have to make a choice. I have to make a very difficult choice.
You only get one.
Right.
And you've used the good stuff, so Water Tornado isn't going to help you.
No, I'm not drawing Water Tornado. Yeah. Translator. No, Water Tornado is a lost cause at this point. Okay. Yeah. I'm drawing a card from my discard pile. Grab a couple more cards, draw back up 7, and it's Christopher's turn. Thanks for clearing out the board and making sure that I have lots of time to...
Okay. I am going to play No Fundo.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot play character cards at all, or tap character cards. This round.
Okay.
Like for your next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't play character cards or do anything of the sort. Really just trying to gain quick advantages here, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, we're just gonna put that there. And discard 1 and draw back up to 4. And this game is still going on. We didn't plan this. The decks were shuffled. Like, this is just how a game works.
Yeah, this is pretty standard.
Yeah. It's bloody useless.
All right, folks.
Oh.
My action/vehicle card is 1 Guardian Catamaran. This displaces my I can draw from my discard when I lose it. I draw when I lose a duel. Oh right, which should have gotten me up to 8, not 7, because it's you draw, not. So I get another one of these. No. That's just from last turn. Sorry about that. This means I can now draw at will. So if I draw 3 cards on a turn, 3 come out of my discard pile, if I want. Speaking of which,
Oh my goodness.
we're gonna-
My goodness.
just try to start getting rid of some cards. I don't really want them in my hand when they're so much better.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you're gonna draw the
I'm
one.
drawing.
No.
Losing duels is no longer to my advantage. So, I don't think I'll be doing much of that.
Unless you pull the action card again that says you get to draw 1 for every card I have.
I'll probably just have my 20 advantage, take 113 over 119, and
This is yours.
oh shoot, I'm dumb. Doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna discard Wire Flash down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in my hand. So it's time to draw some cards.
Well, I can't do much this turn.
Oh shoot, I can't play character cards this turn. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can.
That doesn't happen.
That's right. That's right. You can't.
So
play character
I
cards
only
this
get 2 cards from
Yep.
the discard.
Well, this is my turn. I'm putting this guy down, discarding 1. Actually, I'll discard this one. and I'm drawing back up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I put these in my deck instead. I'm drawing back up to 4. Hey guys, look at what powerful cards I have. This is a real heavy hitter. Wow, this guy, a very, very prominent character. He can do a lot of damage. This one's not bad. It's 79. He's got like 130. So, yeah. And we got our boy here. I just want to keep reminding you that I have this. Just want to keep showing that. You know? Any point. But, yeah. Okay.
Alrighty. It's time for, you know, folks, one of those moves. We're going to start out by playing 2 Time Blade cards. These get played as a pair, so I got another move after this one. I'm going to quickly...
You got 2 Time Blades?
2 in the discard, man. 2 in the discard. I'm going to put down a allied hero right here. Flipping this around, and then I'm gonna, at the end of my turn, discard this not particularly good monster. 1 ton on the side's pretty solid, but you know, still. And then
Gee, I wish
I'm only
I
at
had 10 on the side.
4 cards at the moment because I'm down 2, so I'm just gonna draw back up to 8. I'll take my 2 Time Blade cards back. I think Chris sees where this is going now.
Wait.
I'll get, I don't know, some cards or something. All right, guys. Chris's turn. Well, I guess he got Time Bladed out of a turn. So I'm just going to quickly play my action card. These Time Blades. I'm going to then play Shintaro, Jade, and I guess that's the end of my turn. My hand's pretty good at this point, so I don't think I'm going to discard. So I'll just draw back up to 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No.
1, 2, 3.
No.
Chris doesn't get this turn, unfortunately, so I guess it's my turn again. I'm gonna Time Blade. This time I'm just gonna tap this one, so that'll just flip that one. It's not a great turn, but I think that's what I've got right now. That's the end of my turn, so I'll just draw back up to 8. Only use 2 cards this turn. Let's see. Oh, there's a 110 there. I don't know what Chris is going to do this turn. Oh no, sorry, he didn't get his turn. So this is another one of my turns, I guess.
Stop.
I'm gonna play
Stop
Time
the
Blade
count.
this turn.
Stop the count.
Tap.
Stop the count.
I don't think I can actually take any of those direct. Oh, yes, I can.
Please,
108.
I'm begging you. Stop the count. Stop the count.
My 15 bonus, my 15 bonus works that out. So I'll just
Stop the count.
draw 2 cards at the end of my turn, and Chris doesn't get a turn because I'm gonna Time Blade.
Stop.
Tap
No.
this. Redraw Time Blade. Time Blade.
No. Please.
Tap.
Stop the count. Please.
I don't think I can take this one directly.
Oh, you can. That's right.
Drat, that actually sucks.
It stops. It stops.
I guess I'll
Please. Stop the count.
Oh no, this isn't gonna stop. Every time I play 2, at the end of my turn I can draw back up. So no matter what, if I play these 2 cards, I get them back.
Please. Stop.
So I'm gonna stop doing the draw and
Stop the count.
resume thing. I'm just gonna start taking
Please.
cards
No.
directly from my discard pile and putting them on the board.
No.
Let's
Please.
see.
Please
There.
stop the. No.
This is still a tough nut to crack, so I guess I'll just. Well,
You've won. You've won.
I guess I just.
Stop. Please. Please. I'm begging you. Stop the count.
It's a fair and balanced game. Is the thing you have to understand.
No.
This is actually gonna lose.
I'm actually
I think
done.
to this.
I'm
gonna
actually
play a
done.
shock level up here, which is gonna flip this one because it wins this duel.
I'm done.
I think I'm doing it wrong here. Point is, this is a pretty
I'm
easy
done.
16-0 victory against Christopher Lee. The game is fair and balanced is the thing that you have to understand. This happens every time.
what is it? 5060.
This
Video's over. Thank you for tuning into DuckBricks. Like and subscribe for even more news reviews.
It's a fair and balanced
Check
game.
out
It
my
was a
Bricklink
legitimate
store.
strategy to help me
Check out my resin
comes
printing
down to
Bionicle store.
what I think is important to
buy
understand
merch
is
from me. Fund the
game is
channel.
sort of pretty straightforward, and you just have to
watch
reason
videos
out
for
the
ad
next few steps you're
revenue.
gonna make.
The video's
And
done.
so at
Thanks for
any
tuning
time,
in. Bye. So we're back. The video's not over because I need to explain something. Okay, Jake. So you did not. You showed me no mercy at the end.
Yeah, I would say
you had a condition where you could. Well, let's first make sure the viewers understood this, right? So the Time Blade cards specifically state that if you own 2 Time Blade cards, you get an extra turn. However,
You play them in groups based on how many you have. You can play 2 at once, and as a single action, and then you skip your opponent's turn.
yes. So he got 2 Time Blades, so he got an extra turn. So typically that wouldn't be a problem because it's just 1 extra turn. However, his vehicle said that instead of drawing cards from his deck, he can draw cards from his discard pile. Inside his discard pile were 2 Time Blades, which means that he basically had infinite turns.
Now, this wouldn't be an issue if we were playing with the official Ninjago rules, but the house rule that says that you draw all the way back up at the start of your turn busts that. Now, there is a slight difference here where with the energy card and the... where was it? The one that starts with an M. There was an action card that starts with an M that lets you draw a card for everyone that your opponent has. If I left him with at least 4 action, or at least 4 character cards on the field, I believe there's a combination of those that would have let it keep going forever, even with the real rules. But you know, Chris and I play with some very fun and balanced house rules that just sort of make the whole game a little smoother, I think, and sort of finish a little more consistently 16-0 as it usually happens. So that's the game, folks.
So that's not the game, because I would like you to know, watching at home, that I actually won. And I explained to you why. I was being nice. So Jake, I have something to tell you. No. I won. I won.
No, you didn't.
No. I won.
Uh-huh.
You don't understand. The turn after I made us, so he's hearing this for the first time. He has no idea what's about to hit him.
I mean, nothing's gonna hit me because I won.
The turn after I made us discard down to 4. The first card I drew was Il Kraken. Take a gander.
Is this a game over? Is this the if you don't have 10 cards you lose?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So dear viewer, I had the power to annihilate this guy 20 moves ago.
Sure.
I chose not to do it out of the goodness of my heart to prove that it is such an imbalanced and broken game that I had the chance to wipe him off the face of the map, and I just decided not to do it just to see what would happen. So, in actuality, as I declared at that stage, as you saw in my little sidebar, I was like, I won the game at this point. Everything that happens after this is just for my own amusement, to see what happens. So no, you did not win. I won, and I have been officially declared, or actually, I am officially declaring the Lego Ninjago trading card game published by Egmont Card Publishers, Inc., from the UK, which is no longer in the UK, and you can now find Germany, Italy, France, Spain, Portugal, and some other places, is officially a broken game.
I pose that if the reason that I won and not you is because of your choices, then that's a game of skill. It's a game of skill, folks.
The video is actually over now. Thank you so much for tuning in to DuckBricks.
He chose to
like
lose.
and subscribe for even more LEGO news, reviews, discussion, and analyses coming your way very soon. Thanks so much, and bye-bye for now.
Never choose to lose. Game of skill.